Trump, our favorite little baby man, our favorite little guy, trying to do everything possible to prove that a concept is a fucking terrorist organization. By concept, I mean Antifa. We know that he's trying to, or rather, he wrote the executive order to try to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization. And here's the thing, like I ask this to conservatives consistently. If you want to go after Antifa as like a terrorist organization or some form of political organization, where's their base of operations? Where's their funding? I know that Trump said he's going to find it, and it's just like, really? If I wanted to just randomly go to a protest where there's like a bunch of fascists gathering, I could just do this and just be like, guys, I'm Antifa. I'm Antifa, guys. Look at me. I'm now Antifa. And I did that for free. Like, guys, I'm officially Antifa. Who else wants to just put their shirt up like this as like a fucking mask or some shit to fucking cover your face in order to be able to, I don't know, hang out in the cool kids club of fucking Antifa or some shit? But he decided to have like a round table with like fucking Andy No or some shit. I mean, I knew when this whole Antifa business was gonna start, like eventually Andy No's stupid looking head ass, stupid milkshake thrown dumb head ass, because all he does is just tell the brown shirts to go where there are protesters, to just go around and fucking harass them, because Andy No is a collaborationist. If he would gladly see you thrown in the death camps first before he himself would also be thrown into the death camps for being, well, a different color of skin besides this one. So, whatever. Collaborationists are going to collaborate. So, what do we have here from this? Well, the actual full thing was about an hour and a half. I don't want to go through the full fucking hour and a half because it's going to be a lot of the same rambly bullshit. I think like Marco Rubio also just decided to pop by with an urgent note from Hamas saying that they accept the ceasefire. So that's also a thing that's fucking happening that I guess we're going to take a look at eventually. That Hamas agreed to the ceasefire that is being offered by all these like weird morons. I don't know if they're going to agree to any of the other phases, and we don't even know if Benjamin Netanyahu is also going to, well, adhere to any of the deals within the fucking ceasefire. And I'm really curious to see if, and it's a big if, because it's not like ridiculous of Benjamin Netanyahu to do this. If he decides to keep attacking Palestinians while the tenets of the ceasefire are attempted to be fucking followed, that'd be fucking interesting to see. But personally, I'm just like, if they do that, if Benjamin Netanyahu continues to bomb Palestinians while the ceasefire is going on, I think even Trump is just not gonna fucking support them. Like, because he's just gonna be like, okay, you know what, you've done this for the last time, Benjamin. You've made a fool out of me for the last time. Fuck you. We're just gonna leave you. I don't think he's gonna like completely cut them off or whatever, but he's just gonna like let Israel like sort itself out to their own devices. Or they're still probably going to protect them overall, but just instead of like just not give them any like ammunition or weapons or anything like that. Maybe Trump will do like a random arms embargo or some shit to Israel out of spite, seemingly. Maybe, or he might just like reprimand them secretly or some shit. I don't know. Like, who the fuck knows? I'm fucking rambling at this point. This is about Antifa, for fuck's sake. But yeah, there's like a panel. There's a bunch of dumbasses there. Why don't we take a look?
Mr. President, Brandy Cruz, you're gonna hear us be very fired up today, and you can tell, and it's because some of us have been covering Antifa for 15 years and have never.
Who the fuck is Brandy Cruz? Who are you? Internet personality. Nick Sortor was there. Yeah, that fucking weirdo was there. Who the fuck is Brandy Cruz? Why did Brandy Cruz leave Channel 13? Veteran political reporter in Washington State. She left the Fox affiliate to launch an independent show focused on exposing what she sees as radical ideologies that are destroying the West Coast. Oh, I'm sure. Like, what? I'm like finding basically nothing on this fucking dumbass. Undivided with Brandy Cruz. What? How many fucking followers does she have? Oh, she's not small. About 138k. Okay, I mean, she's not tiny or anything. Well, that's kind of neat. So, I've never heard of this fucking complete dumbass. But I mean, if she's at like an Antifa roundtable, I can only assume that she's a complete fucking moron who does not understand what Antifa is, because she herself is a FA, aka a fascist.
Never had anyone in a position of authority even acknowledge their existence. And I'll also tell you that I think that had you not done, the single most powerful thing you've done to deal with this scourge has been acknowledging that Antifa is a real thing. I genuinely believe there would be people at these tables who would be dead today and would have been killed in Portland had you not called them a terror organization and said we're going to bring the full weight of the federal government to bear. I talked to Katie Davis.
Damn, except they've never fucking got killed while these dumbasses were doing any of the reports. Again, like, the worst thing that happened to, like, Andy No was that he got some fucking milkshake thrown on him, and then he just had, like, a complete conniption about it based off of basically nothing. It was so fucking stupid, man.
In Portland the other day, she'd been assaulted all summer.
Or rather, not based off of nothing. He did have milkshake thrown on him. That's my mistake. He did have milkshake thrown on him, but the reason as to why is because he was trying to basically get a bunch of like weirdo fucking fascist counter protesters to basically attack, well, the protesters and the sort of protest that was happening there, because he's a fucking collaborationist.
And she said the same thing. They didn't seem quick to violence as soon as you made that designation. So they're thinking in their heads. They're worried. There's been 24 or so arrested in Portland.
He did
They don't
incite
want to go to
mob
federal
violence.
prison. There's this video of them, one of them who was in the face of an ICE agent, and then he's in custody shaking. Once you take the mask off, they're nothing. And I was told by probably a dozen people not to tell you that.
You can honestly say the same thing about fucking ICE, to be quite honest, funnily enough. And really, like, do I really believe anything from this, like, complete fucking schizophrenic moron? I honestly, no.
I'm going to tell too anyway, because it's relevant to what we're talking about. I'm living proof that you can recover from TDS. I had strong Trump derangement syndrome for probably 8 years. This is one of the reasons I recovered from it. And by the way, it's much better to not have TDS. I'm happier, I'm healthier, more successful. I even think I got a little more attractive after I got rid of my Trump derangement syndrome.
What the fuck, dude? Listen, sooner or later, she's also gonna get the Mar-a-Lago-fication, okay? It is an insidious specter that will always affect all blonde white women who decide to, I don't know, do the whole song and dance of Donald Trump or some shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I got, like, way more fucking attractive because, I don't know, I decided to become, like, a fucking freak on the internet. It's like, okay, bro. Nice meme, I guess.
Yes. You know, I'm a reporter in Seattle, and frankly, I could not care any less what any of you have to say about this meeting. Could not care any less. We're not here for you. I'm not here to convince any of you that Antifa is a real thing, because if you have not come to that conclusion by now, you are never going to come to that conclusion because you don't want to see it. And you're going to go and you're going to say it's a bunch of right-wing conservative influencers who are here spinning a tale. I was one of you.
I was one of you. But now you're a right-wing conservative fucking influencer trying to spin a tale. Again, like, Antifa's not an organization. It is so much real, as in it will emerge when there is a bunch of fascists gathering. Because it turns out Antifa is a broader sort of idea where people are just like, damn, we don't like fucking fascists. So we're going to protest against them. And if things get fucking violent, we're going to fucking defend ourselves. Because it turns out conservatism and fascist ideology is inherently fucking violent. But then again, with the freaks like this, they're okay with the fucking violence. They don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
I was a mainstream reporter in Seattle for 10 years. I was a TV reporter on the streets doing my job, and I was still assaulted by Antifa. So it's not about being conservative. It's about
I don't believe her for even 1 fucking second. I don't believe her. I think she's fucking lying. She's been there for 10 years. The George Floyd protests happened about 5 years ago, so the timeline here is a little wonky. Like, who did she get fucking attacked by? Like, when did she leave her affiliation with whatever the fuck, the news channel that she used to do? Like, she left, opened a debate speaker. What the fuck is this? Okay, so she left in 2021. The George Floyd protests were in 2020. Like, what? I'm trying to think, like, in what way? I'm so very curious. Did Antifa fucking attack her? Was she being antagonistic? Like, why were they going after her? By the way, I bet the only reason why she won a fucking Emmy was because she used to be a good fucking reporter, and then I don't know, she got paid off by someone or some shit. I mean, it's very often the case with like these complete conservative fucking influencer morons who have left the left, quote unquote. They get paid by someone else in order to espouse, well, beliefs like this, which are nonsensical, generally speaking.
What they're doing. And when I saw, after all those years, that the media wouldn't be honest about what was happening, that Democratic politicians wouldn't be honest about what was happening, I thought, well, gosh, if they're not being honest about that, maybe they're not being honest about President Trump either. And it opened my mind to just looking at things for what they were.
Oh, I'm
now
sure.
I find you quite funny, actually. No, it's like I said.
I don't know, dude. Like, we can take a look at the economy. The economists are correct about the economy. Like, is the media also not being honest about ICE going around and just trying to kidnap people? Are they also not honest about that? I guess in her mind, technically speaking, yes, but that's exactly what's fucking happening. Like, you can it would take me like 5 fucking seconds to just show some footage of like ICE Gestapo thugs and freaks just going around and trying to kidnap people. I mean, like, spare me it, dude. Whatever. It's complete nonsense.
I'm much happier about it, but you know, for me again, I could not care any less the stories that they go to print. This is what I care about. We have 3.5 years.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nothing is guaranteed, although I think if Democrats keep it up, we'll probably have Republican presidents for the next 3 decades. But nothing is guaranteed, and so what I want to see over the next 3...
Really? Dude, everyone, like, Trump is incredibly fucking unpopular. He's like one of the most unpopular modern day fucking presidents of the time right now. People hate what he's fucking doing. Like, yeah, the next 3 decades? Okay, bro, yeah, totally.
3.5 years is a full court press to dismantle Antifa once and for all in a meaningful way. I know, Andy, we talked before this about some ideas. That's really what we want to. I don't.
We just want some ideas,
I don't care what Democrats
guys.
say. They will never wake up to this fact. So we want the federal government to take as many of these cases as possible. Look at the interstate travel between Portland and Seattle when it comes to these people who are committing violent acts, and hopefully in 3.5 years they will be a shell of their former
very
selves.
close to that, and it's Antifa and many others.
Yes.
Yeah, again, going after the organization that's totally an organization. It's really an organization, guys. Please believe us that it's an organization. When even Joe Biden's dumb-looking head ass of fucking vegetable brain stupidity also talks about how, well, Jack, Antifa ain't an organization. It's a concept. It's an idea. And it's just like, damn. Thank you, Joe Brandon. You're right, bro. Like, yeah, you fucking got that. It's dark fucking Brandon. He put on the fucking aviators. And, I don't know, espouse some fucking left-wing truth. Let's fucking go, dude, I guess.
Fortunately, there are many others, bad ones. Most have been named terrorist organizations. There are a couple that we're going to, but I think we've got it pretty well covered. But there are many others, but very specifically today it's Antifa, and it's really bad, and we're going to get it cleaned up. Go ahead, yeah.
I'm sure,
Mr.
dude.
President, thank you again.
Thank you.
My name's Jonathan Cho. I'm an investigative reporter for Frontlines Turning Point USA. I'm also a senior fellow at Discovery Institute in Seattle.
TPUSA reporter. We're getting some... notice how it's, again, it's all just conservative influencers or wannabe fucking influencers. Just like, okay, man, totally. Yeah, it's definitely going to be people who within fucking Antifa or some shit who are going to be saying that all the problems with Antifa or something. I remember there's like literally a dude on Fox News who they said is former Antifa, and it was also like the same fucking dude who also said he was formerly a part of Mexican gangs and cartels like 2 years ago. And it's just like some random dude fucking yeah, you know who I'm talking about, like the skin tight like black mask and ski mask and shit like that. He's like talking about how he infiltrated like Mexican cartels or something, or how he used to work for them, and then all of a sudden he became Antifa while also talking to fucking Fox News, and he was trying to be the main spokesperson of Antifa or something, and of that Mexican drug cartel, which he never fucking specified what the name of that cartel was, but not even like Sinaloa or anything, like MS-13, Tren de Aragua, any of these people? No, none of that. He just said like, yeah, I was a part of a Mexican drug cartel. It's just like, okay, man, totally, I really believe you.
And I cover far-left extremism as well as the homeless drug crisis in America. And I find it oftentimes those worlds intersect. And hot off the presses, what I wanted to bring to your attention today is a report from a Capital Research Center here in DC in conjunction with Discovery Institute. They just put out this study right now. And what it shows is that Antifa is heavily embedded in the homeless and housing nonprofit sector. In many cases, the homeless industrial complex is running cover for
The homeless yeah, big homeless fucking giving money to Antifa. big homeless giving all their money to fund the Antifa terror cells in order to go after good, hard-working Americans, so they can go after all of us who just want to try to, I don't know, have an average day or something. It's like, okay, bro, like, do you understand like what I'm saying? I mean, the only reason why these people are saying this because they're all influencers. This whole administration is run by a bunch of dumbass wannabe fucking influencers and fucking YouTubers and pundits. Like, so that's why they just say the stupid shit that they're saying. It's like, yes, we're gonna talk about the homeless industrial complex that's funding Antifa and is making it such that they are protesting against good, hardworking Americans. It's just like, okay, bro, whatever like weirdo demons you have in your head, bro. You keep saying that, man.
Antifa. Antifa is benefiting from American tax dollars, and they're essentially being used as the muscle. Let me give you an example. There's a group called Stop the Sweeps in many U.S. cities right now. They get in front of encampment sweeps. What they're doing quietly is they're bringing in Antifa militants to manufacture a crisis to make the police look bad. Another group right now that is behind Antifa and working with Antifa very closely based on the research that we have right now.
Man, I'm so glad I decided not to listen to the full hour and a half of this shit because it's just nothing. Well, it's either going to be like dumbasses fucking rambling or we're going to get the real good shit like this fucking complete schizophrenic talking about how Antifa is doing psyops in order to try to make the police look as bad as possible. Trust me, I don't think anyone really needs to put in any effort whatsoever to try to make the police look as bad as possible. Like they very often do that to themselves and do that with the help of like conservative dumbasses like yourself.
That we're going to give to you and your team are the Democratic Socialists of America, also known as DSA. Again, these
not the DSA
groups tend to be aligning themselves with Antifa. So finally, in closing, what I wanted to thank you again, Mr. President, is that a few months ago, earlier...
Damn, DSA is anti-fascist, so a lot of them are going to be Again, like, they're trying to frame this as if it's an organization so much, and it's just like... No one's gonna fucking buy this, dude. Like, again, if they're an organization, like, you guys should already know if they get taxpayer funds. You guys should know that already. I mean, unless Doge decided to completely destroy the annals of the IRS or anything that you can't track any of that stuff. You guys should know all of that. It's like, yeah, I'm Antifa. I'm also Antifa. Yeah, whatever. I can't believe that Boy Meets Mini did fucking sweep defense before and it was literally just Community Watch. By the way, does that mean, because currently there's a bunch of Community Watch who watch fucking ICE officers who watch their fucking movements and film them. Does that mean that those guys are Antifa? I mean, I guess in the minds of this gaggle of schizophrenics and freaks, yeah, they would have to be Antifa in their mind. It's genuinely fucking insane.
This year, you put out an executive order on homelessness and the drug addiction crisis in America, and that's sent the entire homeless industrial complex on the run. You have absolutely moved the needle and changed the game. But what's also come out, again, is that there is a connection, a deeply embedded connection with the homeless housing nonprofit game in America, connected to Antifa and the far-left activists.
Bro, homeless, okay, the only reason, because homeless, like, industrial complex has now become more or less a fucking buzzword, because since conservatives are, let's be honest here, stupid, really dumb, like, it's becoming a word that just loses any fucking meaning, like, homeless industrial complex, like, what, who the fuck lobbies on behalf of homeless people within Congress, dude? Yeah, I guess, like, Food Not Bombs serving homeless people, they give money to people in like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's incredibly stupid.
And finally, I just wanted to say that all of our resources at Turning Point USA and Discovery Institute are at your disposal, and we will continue again to carry on the legacy of Charlie Kirk. He would have wanted us to pursue and chase the story.
Well, he was a good friend of mine, as you know, and he helped us get elected. It really is us. It's even some of them, but not too many of them, not enough of that.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, a nice friends, you know, kind of a deal. It's like Charlie Kirk's one of my best friends. Does an interview with at the fucking helicopter where he talks more about the ballroom instead of talking about the thanking the condolences he's getting for fucking Charlie Kirk or some shit. It's so fucking stupid, man.
Them. And did you notice when we mentioned CNN and MSDNC? The cameras went
Oh, also, by the way, closest fucking election in recent U.S. history. He didn't even win a majority of the vote. He won at like 49.9 or 0.8% or some shit. But okay, bro.
Two of the cameras immediately went up, but they're not going to cover it anyway. The problem we have is that this is a very important meeting, but you'll see very little press about it. These are major statements being made by major people, and including the people right here, and you're not going to see too much about it. They don't like to cover this.
Bro, I've not heard of like half of the people here, besides like I think only one, and that was there's only Indy No. Like that's the only one who's here. Otherwise, it's just like, who the fuck are any of you people? Again, just conservative startup weirdo losers who just want to make a fucking quick buck. So, you know, they have a cult as long as there's still any cultural relevance with Donald Trump. Like, it's so fucking stupid, man.
Kind of thing. So it's very dishonest what's going on there. I think the press is a big factor. Katie, please.
Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor being here today, and I first wanted to start by thanking you guys for designating Antifa a terrorist group.
Now here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now we have the Mar-a-Lagoification. That's what it fucking looks like. The fucking spray tan and fucking everything, dude. Full fucking Mar-a-Lagoification right here, dude.
Exactly what this group is. It's a long time coming. I'm an investigative journalist from Seattle. I work for the Post Millennial alongside Andy No and Jack Posobiec. I have been infiltrating.
Oh, Jack Posobiec is here as well. And Post Millennial, huh? Yeah, these guys definitely have a very good idea as to who Antifa is. A quick reminder, Jack Posobiec's also like the soy-sniveling Nazi loser who basically soyed out and cried about like Destiny for fuck's sake, talking about like, no, you can't talk ill about Charlie Kirk, despite the fact that Destiny ostensibly in the debate that he was having with between himself and four people seemingly was saying like, yeah, dude, like totally, it's all because of like Antifa and the left that's making everything way more violent and not fucking conservative pundits, like. And the president of the United States advocating for people to, advocating for people to start, like, to try to go after fucking Antifa. Like, okay, bro, whatever. It's so stupid. And also how consistently, whenever something tragic and violent fucking happens to anyone, the president of the United States will use that to just blame the fucking Democrats instead of trying to bring people together like every other Democratic politician has. It's so fucking stupid.
Trading Antifa cells in Seattle and Portland for the past decade. I know their inner workings, and Antifa uses extreme political violence to crush the civil rights of their political enemies and believes that violence is justified by any means necessary. But today, I want to focus on what is happening in Portland at the ICE facility. I've been covering this for the past 4 months, and this is a call out to corporate media who has completely ignored this story or has falsely...
By the way, all that fucking happened was just some fucking protesters going there and protesting against the attempted fucking military occupation that's trying to be catalyzed by this motherfucker, trying to do an illegal fucking occupation of Portland, despite the governor saying like, yeah, there's like nothing going on here. We don't even have any. What fucking protest movement's even happening right now in fucking Portland, dude? Like, what are you talking about? Like, nothing. There's nothing at all whatsoever. And also, like, him just saying that, like, well, Portland's burning down, it's on fire. It's just like, dude, you people are digging up 5-year-old propaganda from the George Floyd protests. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're feeding it to this senile old sleepy baby over here who's currently fucking taking a doze right now, saying it to this moron where he's saying that there's fucking explosions in the background. It's like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? What explosions in the background are happening in fucking Portland? Like, it's just nonsense. It's born out of complete nothingness. The void is where this shit's fucking coming from, seemingly. It's just like, okay, man, yeah, totally. Portland's currently on fire and has been on fire for the past 5 years. Yeah, totally, bro.
He reported on it. This is nothing short other than a sustained attack on the United States, which is
Oh,
being
I'm
supported
sure.
by Democratic elected officials. The Portland Police Bureau has completely abandoned several blocks outside the ICE facility, giving away their jurisdiction to a terrorist group who has spent the past 4 months harassing, assaulting, and intimidating anyone they perceive to be against their cause. Not only
I thought ICE wasn't even in Portland for the past several fucking months doing whatever they perceive as immigration enforcement. Like, what do you... Again, I asked this question. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, what? The only times that I'm seeing Antifa emerge right now is to try to push back against the attempted military occupations that this motherfucker is doing illegally.
have federal agents been relentlessly assaulted for more than 100 consecutive days. Black-clad anarchist militants concealing their identities behind black facial coverings have been assaulting reporters just for trying to cover their crimes. Today, I'm sitting here with a black eye.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. All these motherfuckers do, because they know who the fuck you are. They know you're trying to film them in order to try to antagonize them into being more fucking violent. So they're just going to try to push you away and just be like, fuck off. We don't want to fucking look at you. Go fuck yourselves. Because you people are not honest fucking journalists. You people are charlatans and liars who are trying to push a particular media narrative.
And a concussion after being violently hit in the face with a metal pole while reporting
Oh,
on
I'm
the ICE
sure.
facility just this past week. After the attack, I immediately went to three Portland police officers who refused to detain the suspect. I took the time to chase down the suspect in the streets, had her held for 35 minutes. I was waiting for Portland police to come, and they never came. Then that's what opened my eyes to what this group is actually doing. I watched 20 Antifa militants help my assault suspect escape into an Antifa safe house that is 1 block away from the ICE facility. And this safe house is where Antifa-affiliated protesters are conducting paramilitary operations. It's where they're arresting.
Was he trying to say paramilitary there? Okay, bro. What are you saying? I mean, this just sounds like a stupid fucking goddamn Karen. Like, just Karen. Yeah, like, has this been corroborated in court? Like, why are you fucking saying any of this stuff? Why didn't you go to court about this? Oh, almost as if it more than likely probably didn't fucking happen. If you went to court, file a fucking suit about it or something. Like, there's legal avenues of not recluse, but there's legal avenues that you can fucking pursue in order to be able to try to take care of this problem, but you're not pursuing any of them. Why is that? That's a little curious.
They're showering, they're eating to continue this occupation. I have staked out this safe house and have observed.
Bro, like, what occupation are they doing? They're counter protesting ISIS fucking stuff that they're doing in Portland, which is illegal. Okay, dude.
Changes. This group is highly organized. It is being funded through mutual aid groups, and they have no plans of stopping. Residents.
Wait, I thought they were getting fucking funding from federal government, from tax dollars. Wait, now it's mutual aid groups? Your people's story is a little fucking different. It's a little strange. It's a little inconsistent, almost as if it's a lie.
Living across the ICE facility have been held hostage by Antifa. They're begging for federal intervention. The city refuses to help, and they want you, President Trump, to come in and restore law and order. I want to stress the importance of taking this situation seriously, because when I first started reporting on this occupation, I went undercover in Black Bloc. I talked to these Antifa militants. I lasted for about a month. They believe that ICE agents are the Nazi Gestapo who need to be killed. They told me that directly, and I think that if the situation is not taken...
I totally believe that that's exactly what they fucking said. Now, them being called Nazi Gestapo, I definitely agree with that. Them saying that they need to be fucking killed, I'd like to see some fucking evidence of that. I don't fucking believe you at all whatsoever when you say shit like this.
As seriously as it is, it's just a matter of time before someone gets killed, and thank you for having me.
There's a lot of overlap, and I would say that, for instance, Jonathan brought up the Democratic Socialists of America. They're basically the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of Democratic Socialists of America who are out there in Black Bloc, hiding their faces, and so I think we use...
Who the fuck is currently talking right now? Who is this individual? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, whoa. The DSA are all also anti-fascist. Most liberals are also anti-fascist. Like, Brian Krasenstein also said that, bro, dude, I'm fucking anti-fascist because I don't agree with fucking fascism and fascists. Are you going to arrest me now? Are you going to call me a fucking domestic terrorist? Well, in the mind of these gaggle of fucking freaks and morons, it's just like, okay, dude, huh? What? Why are you fucking saying any of this shit? Like, you're actually a psycho.
I do understand, for the record. I do understand the challenge, as Andy pointed out, with Antifa as a graspable entity. I do. But at the end of the day, when you look at behavior, you prosecute behavior, right? We're not prosecuting ideas or ideology, you're prosecuting behavior. So whether you can prove that this amorphous thing is Antifa or someone has a patch that says Antifa, it doesn't matter. Did they assault someone? Did they assault a federal agent? Were they engaged in rioting? What is it? And so they're always using that, oh, well, they don't call themselves Antifa, even though some of them literally do. It's called Rose City Antifa. How long has it been around in Portland, Andy?
Since 2007.
They call themselves Antifa. In Seattle, I was outside the federal building, and they were yelling, there's no police here, this is Antifa land. And then at the same time, Democrats, like our governor, oh, Antifa is an idea. But yeah, I think
That's because it is an idea. Again, I have to ask you fucking idiots, like, where did they organize? Where is their like base of operations? Where do they get their fucking funding? You guys keep saying that you found their sources of their funding and that they get their funding from fucking taxpayer dollars. I'd like to see some evidence of that. Why haven't you gone after that? I don't know. Maybe Doge chewed on the wires too much and you can't fucking find any of this stuff. Like, it's complete fucking nonsense here from these morons. But what do we have here? Fact-checking Trump's Antifa terror group comments. What do we have here?
It should be clear to all Americans that we have a very serious left-wing terror threat in our country. Radicals associated with the domestic terror group Antifa.
By the way, every single shooting that's been happening right now has been done by either right-wingers or weirdo nihilist fucking edgelords. So, yeah, a lot of these shootings that have been happening, not done by any fucking left-wingers. But we can also talk about all the J6ers that you pardoned, the 1,700 J6ers that you pardoned right at the beginning of your fucking, your dumbass fucking administration. Like, you pardoned a bunch of terrorists. So, okay, bro, whatever.
That you've heard a lot about lately, and I've heard a lot about them for 10 years. And other far-left extremists have been carrying out a campaign of violence against ICE agents and other officials charged with enforcing federal law. In Chicago, anarchists have surveilled at least 4 local ICE facilities and posted diagrams of the buildings online, meaning nothing but bad, accompanied by photos of specific ICE agents that they're targeting, one in particular who's a top person and a great patriot. In July, approximately a dozen Antifa-aligned militants stormed...
Again, I wonder why a lot of people are not big fans of what their Antifa is doing and what you're doing in particular with deploying the ICE Gestapo fucking freaks, having them gallivant, run about in order to just, generally speaking, like... just kidnap a bunch of people in order to attempt to fucking deport them. I wonder why people might not be a big fan of that in particular. I couldn't possibly think of anything. Boy Meets Minnie, could you possibly think of any reasoning for as to why that might be the case? I wonder why there might be fucking counter-protests of stuff like that. I have no idea. I thought we cared about free speech, conservatives, because that's free speech. Like, you can do that. You can counter-protest against people, despite the fact it's just like, dog... Like, there's no evidence of, like, any of these people whatsoever just are carrying out fucking random violent hits. Like, again, you are the people who are starting with the fucking violence, doing the kidnappings of their neighbors, doing the kidnappings of just random fucking people. But I don't know, at this point, like, these dumbass freaks are, like, scared of a dude in a fucking frog suit. So I don't know, they'll just, like, come up with, like, whatever idiotic bullshit in order to justify their stupid beliefs.
The ICE facility in Texas and then lured officers out of the building before firing dozens of rounds at police. They were crazy, frankly.
Oh, I'm
Shooting
sure.
one Texas officer in the neck. And in Portland, Oregon, Antifa thugs have repeatedly attacked our officers and laid siege to federal property in an attempt to violently stop the execution of federal law. Everything we're doing is very lawful. What they're doing is not lawful. And what the governor and the mayor, as an example, you could say of Portland, and you can say certainly of Chicago is not lawful. What they're doing, they have to be very careful. In addition, 2 weeks ago, radical left terrorists in Dallas conducted a sniper attack on a local ICE facility, killing 2 people and leaving behind a note that read, "Hopefully this will give ICE agents some real terror."
Again, the dude that they're talking about who went after the ICE agents in that facility, first off, didn't kill any ICE agents, killed people who were detained by ICE, and also was an internet edgelord who engaged in probably kiwi farms and on fucking 4chan, which, guess what? That's one of your guys who probably identified as fucking libertarian, who said he didn't like any of you fucking people. Yeah, again, like, there's... Not Antifa, none of that shit. The only people who were claiming that it was Antifa was fucking Kash Patel and a bunch of other dumbasses, saying all because like the 4chan internet nihilist edgelord who identified as some flavor of like libertarian, decided to write anti-ICE in order to fuck with like idiots like yourselves to start up a fucking stupid narrative. Because he knew that you people would fucking take the bait every single time. And because every single time you do take the fucking bait. Nonsense.
That's bad. This attack came the very same month that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a far-left extremist who inscribed the words, "Hey fascist, catch," meaning catch the bullet, onto the...
Not a fucking goddamn leftist. No evidence to say at all whatsoever that Tyler Robinson was a fucking leftist. This is just a lie. There's just nothing to indicate that that's the case whatsoever. But, you know, as expected from these complete other charlatans and freaks, they don't need to present any evidence whatsoever because, again, they just talk with their stupid morons and they're just like, yeah, that's totally true, totally accurate. Like, okay, bro, whatever.
Bullet shelf itself. The epidemic of left-wing violence and Antifa-inspired terror has been escalating for nearly a decade. At universities, Antifa has organized riotous mobs to attack campus speakers. I see it all the time. And these are agitators, anarchists, and they're paid.
Okay, we've been listening
I'm
to
sure,
this
dude.
roundtable discussion happening right now with President Trump and independent journalists about Antifa. And we want to bring in our Scripps News investigative correspondent.
Okay, I don't really give a shit about what these guys have to say that I've not already fucking said. Like, I mean, whoa, doddering old man has no idea what the fuck he's talking about because he's a dumbass doddering old man. What is this? MSNBC is sick. Sure, man. I guess we got another little highlight here of like these soying out loser idiots just saying random fucking bullshit.
Feel if every time you showed up to work, masked militants tried to kill you. Because that's how we feel. That's our lived reality. And you guys go and tell us that we're liars, the riots aren't that bad, right? I've never seen any of you guys on the ground. In fact, I've never seen anybody representing the companies you
No, the reason why people are saying that none of the supposed riots and protests are as bad as it is because they're filmed. We can go get the fucking footage of them, and the only people who, generally speaking, start the fucking antagonisms are either people like yourself or other far-right fucking agitators or the police themselves. So, again, spare me it. Throwing stones from a fucking glass house very much. Like, conservatives love doing that consistently.
work for on the ground. You guys come to us for interviews that never get published. Stop saying we're lying. We're not. We risk our lives every day to do the job that you guys are too afraid to do.
Oh, I'm
What
sure.
network would you say is the worst that I could ask?
Oh man, you have to
I mean,
roll
it's honestly, it's a simple question.
Well, there's a lot of people in this pool, and I would say I'm not talking about Fox. I'm not talking about Newsmax or any outlet that resembles them. So all you have to piece together on who I'm exactly
Who would
talking
you
about.
say? Which network? would you
MSNBC for sure.
say? Oh, they're terrible. I agree.
CNN, CNN close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rate it that way. Yeah. MSNBC. That's Brian Roberts.
Yeah.
That he allows that.
Oh yeah, by the way, literally they're trying to do everything possible CNN to capitulate to Trump, and he still calls them the fucking worst on the planet. It's so fucking stupid, dude.
To happen is a disgrace.
Absolutely.
And CNN is second.
Yeah.
I would say CNN is not quite as bad as MS.
MSNBC is not
What
really a
about
news
others?
site anymore.
Oh, MSNBC is sick. They're sick.
Well, sir, it's
Who
also
else?
just the stories that they publish about what's the ICE enforcement operations that are so heavily slanted that it's no longer, as I was saying, no longer just Antifa, but Americans that are becoming radicalized.
So heavily fucking slanted. Dog, everyone can see the video online about how it's heavily fucking slanted, quote unquote. It's called having eyeballs and a fucking brain and basic fucking observational skills. That's not something that fucking stupid capitalists have taken away yet, that you people are seemingly trying to take away. And, I don't know, trying to sort of infuse within the cult followers that you have. It's just like, it's complete fucking nonsense. No, like, people hate the fact that you keep deploying Gestapo fucking freaks, barely trained fucking morons, in order to just randomly detain and try to deport people who are either legal migrants or fucking actual fucking citizens who have no fucking criminal records very, very often. Like, it's complete fucking nonsense, dude. Like, yeah, sometimes they get some illegal people, but the majority of the people that they get are either just legal migrants who they see has a little too brown of skin and are a little too fucking Spanish speaking, looking a little too fucking Chicano or whatever, and they just fucking detain them and try to deport them. And that's why people are fucking pissed, because it's just like, dude, you're trying to do like police state fucking bullshit. Even like Reagan appointed judges are talking about how there is attempted military occupation. Like a recent Reagan judge who blocked Trump's fucking deployment to, I think it was to Portland, saying like, dog, in an environment where we have the free speech and the First Amendment, like, it should make a lot of sense that a lot of people are not particularly fucking happy about the fact that there is an attempted military occupation that's going on. That came from a Reagan judge, by the way.
So they've been very irresponsible with how they've been
Who's
reporting. MSNBC, for example,
Would you rate them the worst?
probably.
Who
They
would
ran a
you rate
story.
second?
Well, they ran a story about an operation in Southern California about how a father of 3 Marines was arrested, and it made it seem like they just did it because he's brown. But there's video of that same man charging at the agents with a weed whacker. Now, I've worked with weed whackers back in the day.
Oh,
I
I'm
so
sure.
that's why he was arrested, but the story was presented as if it's a brown guy just simply being arrested. And I've been around ICE agents, and I'm a citizen, so yeah.
Okay, how about this? ICE racial profiling. We can do this, sure. So obviously we know about what the Supreme Court is doing. There's like literally been dudes who just said that who they'll just like walk up to people if they fucking just have like just like talk about in Spanish, right? Like we'll do like detainments of people who just are speaking Spanish, right? Like ICE detaining Latinos for speaking Spanish. This is a thing that's fucking happening, bro. Yes, reports indicate that the Supreme Court has effectively legalized racial profiling by federal agents, specifically allowing Immigrations and Customs Enforcement to target and detain Latinos for speaking Spanish. That's true. I just like, we've seen the fucking, there's videos about this, dude. It's actually fucking insane that they are just like going up to like random fucking people and are just detaining them for fucking speaking Spanish because of, oh, we have reasonable fucking suspicion, quote unquote. Oh, you have reasonable fucking suspicion? Oh, I'm fucking sure, bro, that you have all the reasonable fucking suspicion to be like, oh yeah, dude, yeah, this person's just speaking in Spanish. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Like, there's fucking reports about this, man.
Joining me now is California Congressman Jimmy Gomez, who serves on the Ways and Means Committee. Welcome back to the show, Congressman. So in addition to sending troops to Memphis, the Washington Post reports the administration has a plan to send 1,000 National Guard troops to Louisiana cities. Question, was Los Angeles a successful test case for these action sweeps in Los Angeles using its 4-part test to question people? And the critics say it allows federal agents to racially profile individuals. Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote in her dissent, we should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job. What's your response, and how will this affect your constituents?
This is a straight-up slap in the face to every Latino that lives in the United States. And that's because, they want Latinos to become assimilated, to become part of our country, to become Americans and be proud of it, which there are. People have fought in almost every single one of our conflicts. And now you're saying, okay, you look Latino, well, we're going to question if you're a citizen. If you don't speak perfect English, we're going to question if you're a citizen or should be here. If you are working a minimum wage job, doing jobs that most Americans wouldn't want to do, then we're going to question if you're a citizen. We find that completely offensive. We find that it has opened up a Pandora's box of going after other people. My mother, she has been in this country for decades. She is a U.S. citizen. Is her Spanish or...
So who wants to make a fucking a bet that the ICE officer saw the fucking dude working with the weed whacker and just decided to try to fucking arrest him, and it got into a bit of a scuffle, because that's what happens when you try to arrest the dude with a fucking weed whacker. Like, it's complete nonsense, dude.
I feel fine, but it's just that's why it's not just Antifa. It's not happening in a vacuum. It's
No, it's working in conjunction. I think they work in conjunction with some of the media. In a way, it's a waste of time because if you give a great answer, they don't put it on. If you give a horrendous answer, or even if you give a great answer, they make it sound like it's not a great answer. They're very dishonest. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, and I think part of that dishonesty comes from...
Dude, it's because all of your answers are fucking bad. It's because you're like a fucking weirdo schizophrenic freak. Your brain is leaking out of your ears. You barely understand how to say anything half the fucking time. You are intelligible. Intelligible. You are unintelligible. Like, you're just a fucking freak who's trying to push with the sort of like authoritarian Gilded Age in order to just throw a bunch of people into a hole somewhere and just like try to deport them. Meanwhile, you have like you and your fucking billionaire buddies are just trying to basically, let's be quite honest here, run out of the back of the room with the fucking goddamn treasury in your hands. It's complete fucking nonsense, dude.
What they see, for instance, I've never been asked to go on any other show besides Fox News. My clips go viral everywhere, but they've never even asked like seen.
Yeah, I wonder why you haven't been asked to go on any other show besides Fox News, because you're probably a fucking liar.
Men's never asked, MSNBC's never asked, and a lot of times when I go to hotels, I'll stay, watch like MSNBC.
Fortunately, their ratings are terrible.
They are terrible.
MSNBC is dying, and CNN is dying like a dog.
And
Poor CNN, it's so pathetic.
It is very
You ever see their anchors in the evening? Nobody ever heard of them. Where did these people come? I could take anybody off the street in Washington, D.C. They do a better job. This is CNN speaking, by the way. So this is one of the worst reporters that you'll ever. I don't even want to take a question. So go ahead.
How will you decide which workers get...
Very weak and pathetic, dude. Unironically. Worst reporter, I'm not gonna listen to her. Very weak and fucking pathetic, right? Listen, if you're such a big fucking macho man and can answer the fucking question, why'd you immediately back it like a bitch before fucking even answering? Very cool.
get back pay and which workers do not?
Well, we're going to see. Most of them are going to get back pay, and we're going to try and make sure of that. But some of them are being hurt very badly by the Democrats, and they therefore...
By the way, the shutdown is not because of the Democrats. This motherfucker is quite literally conducting the shutdown because the 218th vote that was needed to push forward with the fucking goddamn discharge petition in order to fucking go ahead with the DOJ's release of the fucking Epstein files, which, by the way, he is definitely in, is going to go through the fucking House, more than likely, because the necessary votes that are there in order to bring it to the fucking goddamn floor, and it'll more than likely be voted, and then the DOJ is going to be forced to have to release the fucking Epstein files. And so you guys are trying to basically do everything possible to not allow Adlita Grlhava get fucking sworn in by shutting down the fucking goddamn government and also risking the healthcare of tens of millions of Americans also at the same time. A little bit of an extra treat on top, because again, for these people it's all about the suffering. I like what else are you supposed to say? It's a gaggle of fucking freaks and morons who hardly have any fucking idea what they're talking about when it comes to fucking Antifa, and they're all just liars, they're charlatans, and they're freaks. Like, what else is there to say? Nothing what they are saying is based off of any fucking evidence whatsoever. I would love to see some fucking proof as to what's going on, and as to all these black bloc Antifa people being violent on them, besides throwing some fucking milkshake in Andy No's face, because they know that Andy No will basically incentivize riots and counter people who are trying to counter Antifa, trying to bring violence to them, will try to harm them, is going to try to basically incentivize a bunch of far-right, right-wing freaks to go after them specifically. So fucking spare me it, dude. Like, none of these people are honest. They're all just doing this because they want a fucking goddamn paycheck in the end. Because overall, all of these people are fucking complete, utter freaks. I don't think there's really much else to say besides, damn, the gaggle of freaks and morons have gathered to talk about something that they have no idea about. I would really love to see this attempt to try to police Antifa just be complete fucking nonsense, dude. It's not gonna pan out like these motherfuckers think it is.